Hi, this is the final response to Chapter 5. As a teacher leader, I recognize that elements 12 through 14 incorporate all the levels of DOK that we should be looking for in our teachers in a classroom. It begins with enhanced discovery, and it builds content knowledge, which is important in order to take students to a place where they can defend claims that they have made with their learning. When planning, teachers should be tasked with creating lessons that incorporate element 12 through 14, and it's important that they are planned in advance. Teachers have to begin their thinking with the questions that we saw in the book. How will I engage students in complex tasks? How will I provide resources and guidance? And how will I help students generate the claims that they come up with? And how will I make sure they are able to defend those? Element 12, effective knowledge of application and lessons. This involves scaffolding the content and provides students opportunities to engage in the content. Upon assessment, students should be able to explain the conclusions that they were able to form, that they generate from the learning. Element 13, teacher facilitates the learning, provides resources to the students so they can work independently, and the indicator of this is that the teacher actually becomes a resource in the classroom. So when students are working, you see them, she's facilitating, he's facilitating, and they go to the teacher for advice, for questions, for assistance, but then they can go back and collaborate with their group or work independently regarding their projects. Element 14, we see that students make and defend claims based on the knowledge of content that they have gained, and this takes them to level 4 of DOK or upper, level 3. You see content being taught and also skills for defending what they know about the content being taught, so the students can actually take ownership of their learning and tell others what they've learned. As a teacher, I had administrators walk into my classroom often and question students. And it was always great when they could state what they were learning, but even more than that, when they could state it in terms of what they already knew from the class, what their takeaways were, and if they had something that they were able to generate from the content that we had learned that day and use or apply to their own life or future real world experience that they were expecting. It was always nice to hear them own that with the administrator that was in the room. So, y'all have a good afternoon.